Hey everybody, welcome to another Prehistoric Kingdom live stream. My name is Rosie and today we're going to play some more Prehistoric Kingdom. So for today's stream, we're going to continue with our Prehistoric Kingdom park that we've been building. We're going to spice up the entrance and I'm also going to attempt to make a maze, and then later on we're going to do a giveaway. So how is everyone in chat? Did everyone see the new info signs that we posted yesterday? So in case you missed it, don't worry, I got you guys. So we posted and shared that coming up in the next update, we're going to have our animal info signs, and later they will contribute to the guest education needs. Oh, also guys, let me know if the music is okay and if my mic's okay, and then I can adjust it before we get into the gameplay. So this is a close-up. Oh, turn up the mic, yeah, sure. So let's just take a look at the animal signs. Okay, that should be a little bit better. You'll hear it come through in like 20-30 seconds. So I think this one, we didn't post the Triceratops. Oh, a few people also have asked, will the kind of alternate or different species get their own info signs? I think some of them will, or at least the pins will be different. This is also the Ceylodonta sign, very nice photos. And also guys, if you notice the photos in the images, the T-Rex one is very cool. So Mao has been working on adding things to the screenshot mode in the game. So there's more options like to blur the background and just to get these really, really awesome photos. So I'm not too sure. I think that might be in the bigger update, but I'm sure Mao will tease it a little bit more in Discord. So don't forget to join our Discord guys as well. Let me just type that in. I think I type in Discord. That pops up. Yes, awesome. Okay, cool. So I just love these info signs, and I know the image that I posted on social media, you saw an in-game screenshot that Mao had taken to show off what they kind of look like in-game, but then these are the close-ups just because I love the photos. They look so cool and pretty. So let us get straight into some Prehistoric Kingdom gameplay. Actually started trying to play through stream for the OBS. Anyway, so this is the park we've been working on, guys. Let me just play it for you. Gotta move my little chat boxes out of the way. I know I love the T-Rex image. It just looks so cool. Makes the weather look absolutely awesome, and you see all of his scales like in the rain. It looks really, really nice. I'm so excited because I take a lot of the screenshots for social media pictures, any of the facts, the did you knows. I take those screenshots, so I'm really excited to get my hands on the new screenshot mode and the new features that will be with that as well. So I have made a few changes to our little taco enclosure. So a few things, basically our building streams. Building can take a very, very long time, and we only get maybe an hour, hour and a half a week streams. So I have a little video, because you might have noticed I added in those kind of little mountain hills just in the background. So I do have a little video that will play. So this is a little speed build that will play as I kind of take you through. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? So as I take you through some of the changes, I'll just play. It's about 2 minutes sped up. I think I was building for about 20 minutes a few days ago. So I changed the fencing just because I think we had the glass fence, and I think it'll be nice if we have the dark wood just at the entrance to match some of our items that we downloaded from the workshop, because we kind of have a nice dark wood coming into the park at first. I placed down some of the enrichment items that are available in the workshop as well, so I spread those out, and also I changed the color slightly as well, just so it would match more of the other items in the enclosure. Oh, lower the music, sure. OBS does this weird thing where it like quietens down a lot of stuff. Okay, I think that should be it. It's like I can't even hear it, so I hope it's good for you guys. So in the park, yes, okay, so we've changed the color, or I've changed the color of some of the enrichment items just in the wood detail, just so everything would match a little bit better. Oh, we got a little taco, we went for a swim. I am also kind of being a mom to the tacos, and I just feel like one day they could drown in this water, but you know what? Thankfully, death isn't in the game just yet. sad times, but that'll be later on in early access. If you hadn't had a look at our Trello board, guys, that is our public roadmap. I think I have it set up. Oh, yes, thank God. So, yes, so our public roadmap is where you can take a look at everything that we have kind of planned for the kind of upcoming major updates throughout early access. So, some of the updates. So, for instance, our next update, some guys are asking about new species in the chat. So we have a small patch coming with a few things that we weren't able to get finished in time for the previous updates. So those are the animal info signs and also Steam and Epic achievements. So they're coming in a kind of smaller update or patch very, very soon, hopefully in the next week or two, but we don't have a date just yet for you guys, but we will announce it soon on our socials once we know. So they'll be introduced, and hopefully maybe a few little extra things we can squeeze into there. But then later on in the year, so not this month, but anytime after, no date just yet, it will be our big title update. And it's the first time we're going to have 3 new species in early access. We're going to have Dilophosaurus, Coelophysis, and Psittacosaurus. So very excited to introduce those 3 to our PK family. I feel like it's like when you get a new pet or something, you're introducing them to the other pets. Like, oh my God, I hope they all get along okay. So we'll have some fun introductions there. Let me just, that little video finished, so let me just play it again just so I can talk through what I did new to the enclosure. Oh, little Taco sleeping. This is like the most evil looking Taco. It's just his species though. Oh, there's Nigel. Hey Nigel, hey. Oh, also, some people asked as well every now and then, Nigel will still continue to be in Prehistoric Kingdom. He'll be recording new lines, new dialogue for the new dinosaurs and the new animals. And I know I'd love to hand Nigel some buzzwords for the stream, but maybe I'll get Nano to like sneak a few. Like, I just want Nigel to say GG and a few other little things. And hopefully Nigel will come on stream with me one day. Surprise! No, not today. Okay, yeah, so guys, I have set up just so we have a bit more depth to the park, and I did say the entrance to the park, I want it to be a bit closed off. I don't want the guests to be able to see too far in because I want all the other animals, and especially the big dinosaurs, to be more of a surprise, because this is meant to be like the first prehistoric park the world has ever seen. So I think I changed the color. This is another prefab, this cute little kind of tiki tent. Great if you were building like a tropical park. I think I changed the color of the little tent. I added a bit more hay, and then I also just added kind of the substrate, the kind of dirt substrate, just so it's nice and like cozy for them to sleep in. This is another kind of climbing frame. I don't think we've seen the tacos climb on this yet, but they do love to climb on their little kind of feeder. They're obsessed with it. They love to just get stuck up there. It's like when you have a cat that just keeps on getting stuck in the same tree. So our little tacos love their home. Oh yes, I added, I think I changed the colors of the rocks slightly just so it would blend in with the terrain a bit more. And then I also added some of the kind of shrubs and foliage around the rocks. I think that's a really good way of kind of making them look a little bit more realistic. And then, as you can see in the speed build video, I mixed, so I kept the terrain and the foliage the same as the enclosure, just so it kind of looks like it's all kind of in one. All together, all blends in, and then I kind of kept I think we used the coastal trees and the biome and terrains for this enclosure. So that system ended up making puppy mills. No! Tacos would be like really cute pets though. I don't know, do we have any other animals in game that would make a good pet? I feel like you'd be getting too much like Jurassic World Dominion if people were trying to like tame them. Lots of like black market stuff going on. Oh, I wonder, could that be like a scenario, like there's weird black market stuff going on in one of your games and you have to try and like reinforce your park better. So yeah, so we kind of just redecorated, expanded upon the enclosure that we were working on, I think 2 live streams ago. So this is also, for those of you who've missed the live streams, we got a really nice kind of visitor center or education center downloaded from the workshop, and this will be great when the animal info signs are in the game, because then we can add these as a little education center and people can get excited. There's also another workshop item I want to download. I think it's like a building for like tickets. So that would be really cool as well to add, because then people can, I don't know, maybe we can pretend there's like feeding times or certain shows in the parks, maybe some of the bigger animals, or to get access to different areas in the park, maybe people would have to like pay more money. I don't know, we'll just make up the rules as we go along. It's my park, I can do what I want. We also have this really great entrance sign, just because in case people forgot the name of the park, we want to like slam it in their face. We want Prehistoric Kingdom on merch everywhere in this park. Oh, we also, at the end of last stream, we realized we didn't have any bathrooms. Obviously, the guests, it's not a concern for them at the moment. I think in the next title update, we're going to be having improved guest AI. So I think they will react to the animals, and they'll just have goals in their life now when they're in the park. They're not going to be such zombie-like AI kind of wandering around. And already we only have a small aviary, and we also have our little Psittacosaurus enclosure, but you can see the park is popping, you guys. The park is popping. We already have we need crowd control. So today I'm going to attempt to kind of decorate a little bit around the park entrance a little bit more. I'm also going to attempt to make a maze. I've never made a maze. It's probably not going to be good, but basically I want a little maze kind of garden leading up to the aviary. I think that will look nice. Oh, also what I downloaded last week, we had our kind of little mysterious bird god that we've kind of pretended that kind of the park staff don't know where this came from, but anytime they try to remove it from the aviary, all the birds go crazy. So there's some lore, there's some mystery to the park. So I think I downloaded some very cool nests from the workshop. Let me see. Oh yeah, so here's one which I think is so cute because it has little dino eggs. Oh, also you guys, the obsession has grown. It has continued, and I've caught up on all of the House of Dragon episodes. So we probably will talk a little bit about it today as we're playing the game, just to feed my obsession. So if you haven't watched it, we'll probably talk a little bit about it. Has everyone caught up? It's jumped 10 years. It's episode 6. Rainier and Allison are at it. It's the blacks against the greens. The houses are at war. Well, it's setting up that way. So that's very, very exciting. Let me see. I think because there's one more nest that was a little bit colorful that I really want to use. My microphone is in the way, so that's why I can't see anything. This is so cute. Oh my god, I just love that people make little eggs in the game. It's so cute. It's also reminding me of the dragon eggs. So let me just go into, spoiler alert, I know. There'll be spoilers. So we can talk about the episodes, but don't talk about further out. If you know, you know. So let me just show, it's a little dark, but we were working on our aviary. So last week we decorated in here. We put loads of nice flowers. We have Microraptors and Archaeopteryx in here. Oh, look at them climbing the tree. And now we need a nice pathway that I'm going to kind of turn into a maze so that the guests can actually go and see them. So we added nice flowers. We added some water, trees, just lots of nice areas for the birds to perch on. So really quickly, if you go into enclosures here, exhibits, that's where you're going to find the mini aviary exhibit. And then hopefully later on in early access, we'll have loads of cool other mini exhibits that you can show off in your park. So if you click the mini aviary down here, you can take away the kind of cage or the shell, and then you can decorate and kind of design whatever kind of aviary you want, or you can have it open. The birds don't fly away. I'm not sure if later on in the game, maybe they will just fly away, or maybe they'll be able to fly into different areas in the park. Maybe they fly into the wrong habitat, get killed. I'm not sure yet. But that would actually be really cool if that was added to the game. But for now, if you just want to just be creative and design your own kind of habitat for them, that's the way to do it. But you do have to keep these kind of scary looking trees for now. But they just make it look really cool when they're perching. So that is how you get the mini exhibit, because it is kind of hidden a little bit. we'll need a much bigger aviary. I hope so. Also, I changed the fence, so I didn't have to completely strip down the fence and rebuild. All I did was, so let's say if we go to the wall fence, if you click into the styling toolbox, the settings, you can click here and you can replace the fence. And then if you just click the sections that you've placed down, you can change the fence. So that's a really quick way, because I'm very indecisive in my parks. I'm always changing my minds. I'm always changing things around. So that's a quick way to change around the parks. Let me just put it back. It was fine the way it was. So here I'm actually just going to grab some foliage, and I think I'm just going to have some shrubs around the entrance just to decorate. I just like kind of up close to the fence. There can be a few different things. You can put some plants, you can put a few stalls. So let me see, what is the one that I like? Oh, I love the little pebbles. This game is the greatest building freedom of any game. I know it's very, very cool. So I don't consider myself like a really great builder. There's some awesome content creators, guys, that are putting up really, really cool videos and really cool builds. So my aim at least is to build kind of things that are a bit more simple so people aren't intimidated by the building, but then also people who are basically architects when it comes to sim building games, they can kind of see the potential and they can get some really good ideas of what they'd like to do and build in the game. So we need to clean our little taco park. I'm also really tempted, those the nests from the workshop, I kind of want to color the eggs to make them look like dragon eggs, just as a little nod to the House of the Dragon this week. So without giving anything away, are you guys Team Allison or Team Rhaenyra? I've gone a little lighter in my hair since last stream. I want to be a Targaryen. I'm very excited for when modding is in the game and somebody makes dragons. I think that would be really fun. Because then you can just make like Westeros. More bones so I can make a dragon skeleton. Oh yeah, that would be really cool. Actually, I would love to see that if someone from the workshop wants to attempt to make like a like the angel from The Simpsons skeleton to be found in the park, or if someone wants to make like a dragon skeleton, that would be really, really cool. I'm excited to see if people, you know, once the game builds up a little bit more, people making fantasy parks, that would be really, really cool. Rhaenyra, I know, I'm Rhaenyra as well. I love her. I loved Millie Alcock, who played the young Rhaenyra, and then, ooh, I feel real bad. I can't remember the girl who played Allison. Oh well. No, we're Rhaenyra all the way. But okay, no spoilers, but you might have seen that Joffrey in Game of Thrones gives away something really significant to do with Rhaenyra's storyline. But I kind of feel like it's kind of like a Viper versus the Mountain moment, where it's like, you know what, it makes such a good storyline. It'll be good. It'll be good for the show. So I like to kind of play around with different terrains I'm in, playing PK. Valerian flashback needed. I know. I'll get back to more Game of Thrones. I was so tempted to be like, oh my god, should I play like Game of Thrones stream music for this? And I was like, no. Prehistoric Kingdom. Stay on track. Don't let the obsession grow that much. So I'm probably gonna place... So I picked the temperate map in PK. So just the entrance to the park. I think the shrubs that I'm going to use will be from the temperate map. So there's wetland, temperate. Oh, there we go. And most likely, I probably won't spend all stream doing this, but I'll just place a few. So we can have some nice shrubs just to decorate the park. Because if you just notice, people who spend so much time on little details, their parks just look absolutely amazing. So I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta up my game. I gotta add more hours in the game. Did you see that guy? He totally just looked at the shrubs. Viserys is my favorite. I know, I love Viserys. It's actually kind of interesting because Viserys, kind of when you first see like Viserys in Game of Thrones, he's Daenerys' brother and he's a jerk and everyone hates him. But then King Viserys I in House of Dragon is really, really cool and he's really, really sweet. But he's not the best king, I guess. But it is interesting. But I heard when they were setting up the show, they didn't know where to begin. And they were going to do it maybe a few generations back and do like King Jaehaerys, which would be really cool to see. But I think where they started is really good. I know a lot of people will miss the younger actresses that were playing the girls. And I will too. But as you know, it is kind of setting up the story. And I kind of feel like similar to how in one of the seasons we get like a Cersei flashback where she goes to the witch and she reads her fortune and basically tells her all these bad things are going to happen to her. I feel like we'll get like a flashback at the start of season 2 with like the young girls or something. That's why I feel like we'll see them again. So possibly later off stream I'll continue the shrubs. I might even add a few flowers just to add some more detail. And again, I can't wait to add the information signs to this little kind of visitor center. Oh, we've got some grass sticking up, so what I'm gonna do, if you guys, you know, instead of, we won't need to mow the wood, we'll just place down a little bit of a different terrain just to flatten the grass. The 4th season just got greenlit. Well, here's the thing, so they announced I remember it was like they just released like episode 1 or 2 and they were like season 2 is greenlit, and I think they knew they would have like at least 2-3 seasons unless it like failed miserably, the show, unless it completely bombed. And I think they just say like, oh, season 2 just got greenlit, just so people watching are like, oh, the show must be good if they're gonna have a 2nd season. So maybe that's just my mean marketing ways showing through. But yeah, that's interesting. I wonder what's going to happen, because obviously the young like princess, like Rhaenyra's children and Alicent's children are going to grow up, and they're going to be they're already kind of being pitted against each other at the moment. But I'm excited to see next week. I saw the trailer, so no spoilers, but it's a good show so far. Good show. I'm so excited. I was going to wait until like basically all the season was out, but I'd have to wait like another month, and I couldn't help it. So now I'm waiting every week like everyone else. But I'm excited. Okay, so before I start making the maze, I think I'm gonna use this nest. So there's a couple of, I think one, oh yeah, so if anyone ever sees like, oh, why is my like the prefab that I made, whatever I'm making, it's kind of like glitching a bit, it's just because there's like a couple of things on top of each other. So you might just have to delete some things. And yes, I will select a few eggs to change their color so they look like dragon eggs. So maybe that is also kind of some lore to the park, like the birds are hiding the dragon eggs. You never know. Have you been to a prehistoric park before? I also, real quickly with House of the Dragon, I know in the books with the lore, there isn't a kind of straightforward story. It's all just these kind of different interpretations. No one fully knows exactly what happened, so it's kind of interesting which way the show are going to take it. Like, I know a few things happen, or some people cause certain events to happen, and you actually don't know in history, like, oh, there's kind of guesses of like who did what, but in the show they're kind of pitting like, you know, this person did this bad thing, and so that's kind of interesting. Hopefully people just be happy with what the show does. Just don't let Dan and David. Oh, I really want to get to this one. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna make this one pink. That one's my dragon egg. Yes, so I'm going to add our little bird guy here. So this is one of the tilburys that was released in one of the last updates. So we placed a few down here. They're very, very cool. I think they just make just really great decorations, nice scenery items, makes it just the park look really pretty. Oh my god, one thing I forgot I was supposed to do with these topiaries was I actually wanted to shrink down one to put in the Psittacosaurus little hut, and it's like they have like a little teddy bear. Just because I like making cute little things for my animals. So decorations, gardening. We have the little taco. Oh, okay, yeah, so we don't have our taco ones yet. There will be more topiaries and obviously silhouettes introduced throughout early access. So I'm just gonna get this guy, the advanced editing tool. So Cindy actually showed me this last week. I can't believe I didn't know. I used to just scale using these slides, and then Cindy was like, Rosie, what are you doing? Just get the little square and it'll evenly make it bigger or smaller. So I'm just gonna make a small little guy. Let me put it next to one of the tacos. All of our tacos have escaped. Oh my god, concerned mom, where are they? Oh, here we go. Oh, so that's still kind of big. Oh my god! It's the same size as him. Oh. So this can be like his little teddy. That we'll put prehistoric dragon egg. I know. One thing that I think is hilarious, which I kind of think is like it's not a glitch, it's a feature, is how big the poop is. How big or little it is compared to what animal is in the enclosure. Oh my god, look how cute they look! I love it. So we can either to clean this up because the animals aren't going to be happy if their enclosures are dirty. So in the animal care tab, we can place dung beetle nests. It does take a while to clean up, so maybe oh, there we go, they're already working. So they're doing their little job. Nature finds a way. So they're going to be helping to clean up the enclosure, or if we want, because I like to keep my enclosures clean, we can cheat. Well, kind of cheat. We can pay to just instantly clean the exhibit. So I kind of do that most of the time, especially when I'm playing sandbox, because you have unlimited money. So back to our little dragon nest. Oh, I mean, there's no dragons in the game yet. Back to our little kind of bird god nest. I think we'll leave the rocks behind. Ooh, I just love the colors here as well. So I'm gonna place this. Ooh, so I've just held down shift so I can click the different groups and move them all at the same time. And let me see, is there anywhere where there's not too much water? So I think I'll just leave it here for now. And we won't disturb. Oh, look, he's coming up to it. Oh my god, he loves it. Look at this godlike creature just walking on the water. Is it a boy or a girl? Aw, this 10-smell velvet is one of my personal favorites, the Microraptor. I mean, they just remind me of crows, but less evil. So hopefully our birds are happy now that their little kind of bird god is in there. So this is another really cool nest that you guys can find on the Steam Workshop. I'm actually just gonna, because it's really nice, I'm just gonna pop it in here. So maybe there's like, oh, hidden in the back, there's little kind of Easter egg, some little eggs that are protected, so nobody like climbs into the enclosure and like steals the eggs. Okay, so now we're gonna attempt to make our maze. I've never made a maze before. I'm pretty much just gonna place paths down, and there'll be 1 or 2 ways that will lead to the aviary. I don't want it really difficult because we do want the guests, the goal is that the guests see everything in the park. But because it's a mini exhibit, we can also place a few of them around. So we can have a few different, like, maybe mazes leading up to the mini exhibits. That could be cool. Little challenge for our guests. Turn up this. So I'm gonna get rid of this kind of not very nice looking temporary path that I placed down. I think for now I will let the guests, we'll be nice and we'll let them have access to the bathrooms. So I think I was using either 8 or 10 here on the path width. I'm just gonna make it smaller. And I'm just gonna have a little temporary path that can lead to the bathrooms. What's up? Hey Leonard, hey Jernick. Let me just shout out a few people. Mrs. T-Rex, Tim the Dragon Rider. You're here for the House of the Dragon talk, I know. Anyone else? T-Rex 5238. Hello everybody. Dino Steve, I wonder who that could be. That's Mao. He's like, don't spoil anything, Rosie. And he's not talking about the game, he's talking about House of the Dragon. Okay, oh my god. Congratulations, ma'am. You're the first one to use the bathroom on this stream. We hope you have a nice time. Don't forget, guys, later we're also going to do a giveaway. So if you don't have the game yet, or if you keep bugging your friends to play Prehistoric Kingdom, you could be in with a chance to win a key for them. So it'll just be, I think it's going to be just on Twitch, because I'm going to be using Moobot to randomly generate a winner. And to enter, all you'll have to do is to type in a keyword. That'll be later on in the stream. I might have been streaming for a while. Okay, so I'm going to continue with the smaller path. Let me just pause the game. Does anyone else like to pause the game when they build? Because I feel like in like management games, I know there's not too many management features at the moment in PK, but I feel like if I don't pause the game, everything will I'll look back and it'll all be a mess. Everything will be on fire. The guests will be killing each other. I don't know. So this is, I'm trying to bring up the Trello board. I'll make that so you guys can bring up the Trello board as well for the next stream. I can change that. So for those of you looking at the chat, guys, you can take a look at our public roadmap. So that'll give you an idea of when to expect new species. We don't have any dates for the updates. But anytime we've announced the species, so for instance, we didn't say the Dilo, Silo, or Slido. We waited to announce each species, and now they're on the Trello board that you can see, but you'll see further out the next 2 updates. We haven't revealed yet the new animals or dinosaurs coming to PK, but they're already being worked on, so we're very, very excited to show you. But realistically, we won't get to show anything until the new species are already adjusted and made to feel welcome in the park. So this will, back to our maze, this will not be a maze like in Inception where Elliot Page's character is designing Leonardo DiCaprio mazes and he's like, again, make it more complicated. It's not going to be like that. And I think I'll have maybe 2 or 3 ways for them to get to the aviary. So I'm just gonna basically, I'm kind of tempted to get rid of that bathroom now. Let me just move it. Let me just move it so it's not in the way of our extraordinary maze. And actually, I feel like I want that to be a challenge for you guys. If someone can just top my maze. I don't think it's gonna be that difficult. But yeah, if any of you, I haven't seen any mazes being made in the park, so that could be something really cool to see next week. We can take a look at some mazes. I know Best in Slot, he has some videos out where he shows off every week the cool new prefabs that are uploaded onto the Steam Workshop. I know Mrs. T-Rex is also making that tunnel of love that me and Cindy were talking about. So there can be a few things there that we can add to the park as well from their videos. But yeah, mazes, guys. Can't wait to see what species we'll get after the Jurassic trio. Yes, yes, yeah. Me too. So I'm just gonna make a small park, or small kind of thin pathways, and there'll be only 1 or 2 of the routes will actually lead to the aviary. But yeah, the guests, or the goal isn't to kill the guests in the maze. It's not that type of park yet. So again, similar to how I kind of redid the paths, I might just a bit sloppily place down the paths just so I'm not being too OCD on the stream, and then off stream I'll replace them and kind of do everything a little bit neater. Oh my god, I'm already getting OCD with these. Are there plans for Permian critters? There's a lot of plans to introduce a lot of different animals, lots of different things that would have been back in the day. And honestly, I'm stretching it because I don't know. I hope so. I'd like to see some really cool like critters as like more mini exhibits. I think that would be cool. And I definitely want to see more birds in the game, because right now the Microraptor and the Archaeopteryx, they're lonely. They need some friends. The Tunnel of Love is a box. It's pretty janky. The whole park is janky. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We place it and we fix it later. But yeah, I've seen a few people. I know Jurassic Data as well is putting out some really cool videos. Their enclosures are looking really nice as well. They use a lot of different foliage to make it really colorful. You're all caught up with House of the Dragon. Are you, Mal? Okay, we can talk about it later. During the Crytivo meeting. Oh yeah, Mal also. We have a meeting with someone new in Crytivo later, and my idea is to actually I want me and Mao to put on different accents and just not say anything. And just see how long we can get away with it. So yeah, we're very professional at work, as you can tell. So here's where I'm gonna attempt to throw off the guests in the maze. And what we're gonna do is, so similar to the really pretty topiaries, is we have these really cool little shrubs. So we have squares, we have longer ones, we have cute archways. So these are what we're going to use to build a maze. And I'm just going to basically make a simple maze by drawing out different pathways with only 1 or 2 of the paths actually leading up to the aviary. And then we can resize these bushes to create our kind of walled maze. Lots of Stephen King vibes with the maze. The Shining. I can't believe I almost forgot the name The Shining, but anyway. The Simpsons refer to it as The Shinning. Okay, more paths. We need more pathways. If you're having fun, then your work is at its best. I know. That's the goal. We just want to make a fun park here. And then maybe once the park is kind of really built up, I think we'll upload it to the Steam Workshop. One thing we've been talking about doing is holding more competitions and challenges. So what we might do is on stream, me and the devs might build something, and then you guys will have to finish it, and then we'll hold a competition. I know I would love to have some kind of Discord role that the winner can get each week or each month, depending on what kind of competition or challenge there is. And the role won't do anything on Discord. It will literally just be bragging rights. But I think that will be cool, just to add a little bit more competition. So I want to space the paths out, but I don't want, oh my god, look at these guys. They are really into that bathroom. This guy doesn't even want to walk all the way. He's kind of like, I've seen it. I don't have to go down there. I could see it from here. Is there a Google form on the giveaway? No Google form, no. So it'll be, so I'm going to be using MooBot. So if anyone doesn't know what that is, basically All you guys will have to do, I'll select a word later on, and all you guys will have to do to enter the giveaway is type the word in the Twitch chat. Prize needs to be new baby dino. Is it going to be the baby dino that I made for the taco exhibit? Something we often talk about, oh, we'd love to have merch or like little plushies. So hopefully closer to the game's full release, we can have some like cool merch. I'd love to, I think I said before, because I saw before, just really simple little dinosaur necklaces or like little pin badges that you can collect. Because like dinosaurs, like if you just draw like a sauropod, it's like the shape, it's like, you know, that's a dinosaur. They actually make really good like pins and necklaces, like pendants, so that would be something really cool. I'd like to create something like that, and hoodies and matching joggers. I need it. I need that in my life. I would just wear them all day, every day. I live in hoodies all day. And also, if you work from home like me, you wear your pajama bottoms all day as well. Okay, so how can we trick the guests a little bit? So, I guess I'll have... Okay, this one can lead to the aviary. Does anyone else, when they hear the word aviary, just think of Avery Bullock from American Dad? Patrick Stewart. I don't know how, like, but by season 1 they had Patrick Stewart voicing that character. And if you know that character, he's very he says very weird things. So it's very strange hearing Patrick Stewart in that role. So I'm not too sure. I think, okay, maybe if we extend this one, because I think the guests are just gonna walk around the aviary. They're not gonna go into the birds. Remember, they can't go in there. They can't go near that bird topiary, or their eyes will be clawed out by the birds, because no one can touch that, not even the park staff. So I'm just gonna make the path a little bit wider, just so we can kind of have a little patio here that the guests can walk along, and then they can look into the aviary. Patrick Stewart is a gift to the universe. I know, he's so cute. I love his relationship with Ian McKellen as well. They're so cute together. They should have like a little show. Like, some people would be so good at travel shows. I couldn't place the pot down there, guys, because I forgot I have water placed down there. So let me just get rid of this one, and we'll try and make it a little bit neater. PK hoodie for winter. I know. I have an idea. Do I have it? Okay, one sec. Let me just show you. Also, Nyx isn't joining me for this stream. I have her little bed cardigan set up, but she's an indoor cat, and sometimes she spends time with me, or other times she's with my partner, who also works from home in his kind of office, and she's being a daddy's girl at the moment, so she doesn't want to sit with me. So I have this kind of like hoodie bottoms, and they have loads of different patterns on them. And I think like if you had like fossils and kind of different dinosaur skeletons kind of placed on like a black hoodie and joggers, and then maybe you could have like maybe a dark green version just to kind of represent PK. I think that would be kind of cool, because the kind of merch that I love, especially when it comes to games, is merch that you only know that it belongs to that game if you play that game. So I love to buy merch from like Redbubble and a few other places like that, because it's really awesome fan art. So if it was down to me, I would make merch that was kind of like that. It won't place because of the water. Okay, there we go. That would be so mean. Do you think the guests can like jump, or maybe they'll get kicked out of the park if we left that small gap between the maze? So someone in chat is asking for the Trello. So again, guys, that is our roadmap. So take a look so you guys can see what's coming next to Prehistoric Kingdom. Because in future updates, we're gonna have more species, more gameplay features. I know, I think the devs have hinted that they've started working on research for the park. And a few more kind of marketing just to add more park management features. So yeah, I think that was said in our latest dev diary. Ooh, I should actually link that for the next stream so guys can you guys can read the dev diary. So also we post our dev diary at the end of each month. So for those of you who don't know, that's where we kind of have, it's really great for the devs to kind of communicate with the community and players, let you guys know what we're up to, kind of what the last month has been like, and sometimes we get to tease things like new animations. A lot of time that's where we do exclusives for behind the scenes, and also sometimes when we do species reveal. So coming up at the end of the month, so September 30th, we'll also be having a dev diary, but I think this month's dev diary is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be very, very exciting, so keep an eye out for that, you guys. So that'll be posted everywhere on all of our socials, Discord, everywhere. Yes, very exciting little dev diary at the end of this month. Oh yes, so I'm going to turn back the path. I think it was on 4. And we're going to have a really close path, but it is not the way. Oh, I know what our zoos need. Park kitties wandering around, not saber-tooths. Oh, I know, I can't wait. I really hope one day we get to make little baby dinos. And their like teeth can be coming in, the little kitty saber-tooths. They'll have like little tiny teeth, little sharp teeth. Do you think the saber-tooth kitties could go in the petting zoo? Or would they still be too dangerous? Maybe at first, maybe if they're really young, but then I'm getting kind of Tiger King Zoo vibes. I think we were joking about on one of the streams, different scenarios that we could have. And one of the scenarios that someone suggested was like a kind of like a roadside zoo that's in real bad condition that you have to like spruce up. So something like that would be cool. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to more scenarios being added to the game because those can be really fun, and they'd be like, really fun to play on stream actually as well, because they'd be a bit shorter. Whereas this is like more of like a project building the park. Oh, and also guys, so the giveaway will be towards the end of this stream, so probably in the next like 15-20 minutes actually. And then also I think maybe we'll pick, oh my god, this path is terrible. Okay, leave it Rosie, just let it go. Just let it go. We will maybe pick the next enclosure. So we have our aviary here. We have little tacos as a cute little introduction where people can see, like, it'll be the first dinosaurs like they ever see, and they'll see these cute little guys. I think we need to put more in this enclosure. Oh, there we go. We'll see these cute little guys strutting their stuff. So we can pick the next animal later on in the stream as well. Oh, I wonder, did the dung beetles actually clean up the poop? Oh, it did! Awesome, awesome. Yay, it's all clean. Looking forward to the ontology system. Yeah, definitely. I think by like this time next year, I think Prehistoric Kingdom will really like up its game. Like already, like I love building in this game, but a lot of like sim builders, I get really addicted to like the park management side of things. So I'm really looking forward to more like staff and park management. I think I'll have another entrance as well to the maze. Shall we have? Maybe there is only one way that the guests can get here. No, there can be a few. We won't be mean. I'm actually gonna play it as I build the maze now with the hedges, just so we can also see, because obviously, like, let me get rid of this. It has to be a little bit of a challenge. They can't see the path. It can't be like a tiny shrub that they can step over. So let me get this. So I'll kind of place these down quickly, guys, and then like I did earlier, I'll show another like speed build in next week's stream of anything I've added to the maze, or if I've made it more complicated. But I kind of want to see you guys make a maze, because I'm sure it'll be a lot more intricately detailed than mine. And it's also just really cool to see different people's interpretation, like how they would approach things. Look at all these sheep. The lack of AI. They don't know what they want to see. But they will, hopefully, after the next title update. So yes, I'm gonna scale. I don't want to make it too thick, because if we add to the pathways, it's all just gonna like run into each other. But I do want to make it much taller. This guy just walked through it. Cheater. Pachyrhinosaurus rodeo. Ooh, that would be cool. Camarasaurus safari ride, like the elephant jungle rides. Ooh, that would be cool as well. You could do mammoth rides, I guess. What do you think would be the best dinosaur to tame, to do similar to like horse riding? Or, well, it would be kind of like a camel or elephant ride, like a little bit more exclusive, I guess. I don't think it would be such a common thing to like actually like ride on a dinosaur. So really quickly for this path, guys, I'm just gonna duplicate. I'm worried that my path isn't straight, so normally this advanced editing tool is so good when you're building. So I can just use the movement and literally place and keep sliding the same thing across. Is it working out? So the reason why I'm kind of worried this might not work out in a straight line is because my path probably isn't straight, but so far it's actually working out. People already ride ostriches. Oh yeah. So, and oh my god, I can't pronounce anything. Oh, arithmetic? Blah 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 blah. That does sound good. Iguanodon or Edmonto. Yeah, actually. Because I was thinking like maybe the Parasaurolophus as well. But I don't know, because that was also okay, I'll say it. I was watching, so there's a YouTube channel called Best of the Worst, and basically they have a video where they review like bad movies, and one of their bad movies was Jurassic World Dominion. They didn't like the movie. But I thought some of the dinosaurs looked cute, like the Power looked really cute. I felt bad when the poachers took them away though. Ooh, oh my god. Look at the sheep just following the pathway. Oh, they're just walking through. Come on, devs. So I'm just gonna extend this bush here at the end just to close that gap. I love the movie, that's my opinion. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a hit and miss. And a lot of people loved the first Jurassic World. And then the second and third were, I mean, it was basically like they kind of went together, like a part one, part two, because obviously like the end of the second movie carries on into the third. But yeah, I don't know. I remember, I think me and my sister went to see the second one, which was, I think, was that called Fallen Kingdom? So we went to see that one with my mom, and she's not like, she likes movies and like action movies, they're okay, but she's like, oh, all of those movies are the same. They're always just being chased by a dinosaur. And we were like, yeah, but like, it's like the dinosaurs and how they get away from that said dinosaur. Like, you're right, but there's a little bit more to it. But I guess my mother just cruelly sums up things sometimes. I wonder, is my mom actually going to watch House of the Dragon? Because she was obsessed with Jon Snow. She loved Game of Thrones. So I'm sure she'll be very interested to watch the new series. The Lost World was the best. Yeah, I think it was, because I know people didn't really like the like older characters or the original cast. They didn't really do like a whole lot in the third movie of the like reboot franchise. But me, I think it was more, there's a lot of movies I noticed, it's really just nostalgia. So like I really like Marvel movies and I love Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man, by the way. It's just, you can't argue about it. But yeah, I do like the Tom Holland ones. And a lot of people were saying like No Way Home, that was like such a good film that should be nominated for awards, but the whole film is basically just in my opinion, it's just like nostalgia. Because the thing what makes that movie good is like, well, you have loads of good bits from the previous movies in that movie. Like, there's no like new villain or anything, it's all just the previous villains. So I feel like just nostalgia is really big at the moment. Like a lot of shows are being rebooted. Hint hint, Nigel, we need another Prehistoric Kingdom maybe documentary show coming back. That'd be really cool to see. So I feel like they should have asked Nigel to do Prehistoric Planet. What a snub. But we got you, Nigel. If you try to please everyone, you'll disappoint everyone. Yeah, that's true. I think everyone has their own expectations, and I think most people would imagine like how they would do reboots. But also, at the same time, you get like with the new Star Wars franchise, the first one was okay. The second one, what was that director's name again? Because what the hell? What happened? So you'd be so surprised, like the amount of money that they put in, and Disney, would they not just have like a solid like outline of like a story before they like just let a director like completely like rewrite things? Oh, Rian Johnson. Okay, now never mention him again. Yeah, but I don't know. How long do you guys think it'll be before there will be another Jurassic like World or Jurassic Park franchise come out? Do you think there'll be like another trio of movies, or do you think they'll do a TV show? I think they'll do like a TV show, and I think they'll announce it in like within the next 3 years. It's the Crusaders Kings stream. I know. Unfortunately, I'm by myself this week as well. My beautiful co-host Cindy is not here with me, but that's a good thing. If you guys ever see the devs on the stream, give out to them. Say, what are you doing? Make the game. So the scaling is awesome in this game. So this is what the hedge like looked like originally. And I mean, talk about cheating. Ooh, we gotta put our entranceway. Short films is the way to go, like Battle at Big Rock. Short film could be good, or you know what? I've been really enjoying mini series where they just do like one season. I think this year, me and my partner, we watched Midnight Mass. That was really, really good. If you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. And then we also watched Severance on Apple. That's really, really cool. If you guys don't know what Severance is, we'll pretend there's a dinosaur in it so we can talk about it, but there's not. Just so we don't go completely off topic on the stream. It's about, so there's a company and people in the world know about it, and basically you go into work, and when you're in work you completely forget about your life outside of work, and then when you go back out, when you finish work for the day, you can't remember anything from inside the workplace. Like you don't know what you do, you don't know who you work with. So when you're in there, you kind of remember like, am I married at home? Do I have kids? Do I have a wife? Like you don't know any of that. And that's a really good show. So, and also it was like produced and kind of written, and a bit, some of the episodes are directed by Ben Stiller. But he did a really good job, and apparently it took them like years to write the first season. And there's only like 10 episodes as well. So hopefully I don't have to wait years, maybe only a year or two for the next season. But that was really, really good. Because there's loads of like weird things going on in the company, and everyone has their kind of interpretation, like, oh, it's all just a social experiment, or maybe they are doing kind of more evilly things. Like, what's the company's goal? Beautiful. I think we need a sign that says Prehistoric Kingdom again up here, just because these guys, just in case they forget where they are. The AI isn't smart yet, so we have to keep reminding them. That's the problem with current Hollywood. It's mostly soulless nostalgia. I know. So debatable. So another reason why I love Tobey Maguire and his Spider-Man. So months ago, actually maybe a year ago now, I rewatched all of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films, and especially the second one with like Doc Ock. He faces him like so many times, and there's really big like fight sequences, like, oh, he's like at the bank and then they're outside and he has Aunt May. There's obviously the train scene that ends up where he has to stop the train and he looks like absolutely ripped, and then he fights him kind of again at the very end, and then he has to go face off him. I think he meets him again in the street, he faces off him again later on at the very end. And I just remember the newer Marvel movies, they face them like once, they fail, they come up with a plan, and the plan just is a success, and the bad guy's defeated. Like, I remember Andrew Garfield's Electro. I thought like, oh, it's not gonna work, their plan, but he just died like really quickly. I was like, what? So I kind of like the old school superhero movies, because I just feel like there was a bit more of like a challenge. It was just more interesting, and the villain had like more of a backstory, that more depth. It wasn't just like good or bad. But anyway, but yeah, it'd be cool if they did I feel like Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, they just kind of own dinosaurs at the moment, but it'd be really cool to get a kind of a really kind of well-made like mini series with dinosaurs, like kind of a take on what Jurassic World Dominion was. Also, if anyone is like me and you find it difficult to build and keep up with chat, Prehistoric Kingdom TV show, when I know it can either be a documentary with Nigel or its own actual like world TV show. Did anyone see The Last of Us on HBO? So they released a trailer for that just yesterday, the day before. I love Pedro Pascal. Shout out to Oberyn Martell in Game of Thrones. But yeah, he's awesome. He also plays The Mandalorian, if anyone doesn't watch that or know what else he's in. So he plays Joel. And then the girl who played Lyanna Mormont in the show, I'm sorry, I forget the actress's name. She plays Ellie. So I don't know, she looks really different. Obviously, I know everyone is like, Ellie is like so based off like Ellen Page. Or Elliot Page now. So, and also it would look like her character where, who did, was it Beyond the game? It was the same people that made Heavy Rain. So, it's obviously based off, I think Elliot Page like sued the guys who made Heavy Rain. Bella Ramsey. Oh, is that her name? I was like, did Ramsey have, Ramsey Bolton have a sister? See, I'm too much involved in the lore of Game of Thrones. But yeah, I think Elliot Page like sued the people who made Heavy Rain, because they were like, oh, you used my look, which they kind of did, but anyway. Or they sued, sorry, like Naughty Dog maybe, because he would have worked with, obviously worked on the game for, I think Beyond Two Souls was the game. I never I never played that. Elliot Page sued the person who modded their news. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that's more, that doesn't sound as like mean to the gaming world. Thank you for clarifying, Jurnik, for the shower scene. Ah, okay. That makes more sense then. I played Heavy Rain. I never played Beyond Two Souls. if anyone has played it, is it as good, better, worse? We'll finish up soon, guys. I'll try to place more of the pathway down, and then because it's literally just placing hedges, I'll probably do another kind of quick speed build video to show on stream next week, and we'll do a little walkthrough along the maze. We can actually like go in it like this, like the guests. Oh my god, they get to see the birds, the burbs. Better, in my opinion, Willem Dafoe. Oh, Willem Dafoe is in it. Yes, I forgot. Maybe I'll give it a go then. Maybe they'll have, maybe I'll get it on Steam in the next Steam sale. Could you group the hedges, then copy them along the path? Yeah, we can. So some of them we've kind of already done that. But my only concern is I don't think my paths are that straight, so then it's going to be like crooked. But definitely for like the stream, you can just quickly make a maze. See, it's the path gets more narrow. I guess they're like, are we like gonna die here? Is this like another like take the ladder away from out of the pool in the same situation going on? You guys are starting to see the vision. That's all I care about. The building is S tier. My building or the game's building. The creative building in PK is 5 stars, you guys. A for effort, 5 stars. So I can't show anything yet, but Ida is our concept artist at Prehistoric Kingdom at Blue Meridian. And she designs a lot of what, like the building structures and just little props that you see in the game. So she's working on some new stuff that'll be in the title update. It looks absolutely amazing. You guys are gonna have so much fun building. It's really gonna change up parts of it. And then also for Halloween and Christmas, I won't give anything away. So I'm not sure if I think there's gonna be some in-game items, and then I don't know, I feel like she's made maybe some like stickers for the Discord. So hopefully I can show that off. Oh, next week is October. So guys, we're gonna be streaming every Tuesday at about 4 p.m. GMT, or basically this time, but like minus an hour wherever you are in the world. So we'll be streaming every week, and it'll be October, so maybe we'll have like a slight Halloween theme that month. So it'd be really cool if I get Ida on, and she could we can just watch her like sketch live. But she's so good at it because like she'll be in so the team talks through Discord. That's how we communicate, and we're often hopping into voice chat, and Ida, when she's drawing, she's so quick at it, and people just add ideas and she'll just add it in. But so I can't give away too much, but it'd be really cool to get her on stream. And then even if it's just like a weird like, oh, like draw this little dinosaur, let's put like a little cap on him or something. That would be really cool to do on stream. So again, next week I will neaten up the maze. Oh god, this maze is not good. Well, this wall anyway. See, it's like you see how like neat it gets, and then it's like you couldn't afford the contractors again, so you decided to finish it yourself. Halloween, I know, I'm really excited. Okay, so the little things that I said Ida was working on, that's not on the Trello board, which is our public roadmap. Oh my god, state of this hedge. State of it. It actually looks like a secret way out now. Like, what is she up to? Blame the tacos. They escaped and messed up. Oh, I'm really excited for the tile update, guys, because Psittacosaurus is in there, and I have fallen in love. I keep mentioning there's a really good GIF. Hopefully we can tease it soon. Why won't my avatar work? Oh, it's on. Ah, I have the replace fences on. There we go. But yeah, so when Psittacosaurus is in the game, I kind of want to make like little tunnels that they can run around the park in, and I want to pretend that they like sneak out and like steal food from restaurants. Ah, there we go. So that is a very dodgy looking enclosure. And I'm just gonna put a big boy. Oh, so last week, because the first animals we have in the park, guys, is the little tacos. The only nursery we have is this small one. So to breed the bigger animals, we need the bigger nursery. So if I go back into the animal tab, oh no, it's in enclosures. Where do we breed animals, you guys? Oh, there we go. Park infrastructure. So I might put it in the way. I'm just gonna place the biggest one, just so we can breed the big dinos. Stealing guest food is a good idea. I know, that'd be so funny. Because I know Planet Zoo does like like breaches where there's like animals escaping and everyone runs away. So I'm really excited. Hopefully one day we can have that in the game, but I want the dinosaurs to just be like the little guys. They're just after like food. Like they've been exposed to the yummy like dino nuggets in the cafeterias and the restaurants. To the little Bronto burgers. Okay, yeah. Now we have the bigger nursery. Hey, can we not read it? There we go. So I'm just gonna put an acro just because he kind of looks the scariest. Weird question that I was thinking about, guys. Would you rather be eaten by, let's say, a T-Rex, just like big, or Dinocaris? I don't like big birds really, seagulls, but I would go with like the T-Rex because they will chomp you up and you'll kind of die instantly. Whereas the scary looking massive bird creature, they'll do that thing with this, you know, the seagulls where they try to swallow things whole. That sounds terrible. You're still alive, you're like in its stomach. That's weird. I would not like that. I'd rather just be chopped up. So I'm gonna get the acro. I think, ooh, he looks scary here. I also like sometimes there's differences in the skins. Usually the males are like a little bit more colorful. They can show off to the ladies. So we'll breed this guy. We're gonna spend almost $1 million on this guy just to scare some guests. So hopefully we'll get a little notification soon when he's ready. There we go. So these notifications were added in a recent update. Uh-oh. Actually, I haven't put any rocks so he can just wander away. The high-spined lizard. Thank you, Nigel. Maybe we'll place a few rocks just so he doesn't escape before we finish up the stream. Also, guys, let me know in the chat. So let me bring up the genetics lab again. Okay. So what dinosaur or animal will we have in the next stream? So we're going to do another enclosure. So, I mean, we could go straight for acro. So basically around here, it's going to break off into different pathways, and there'll be different kind of areas to explore in the park. I don't know if different sections will have different themes. We'll just see how we feel on the day of the stream. So we have our tacos here. So what do you think would be the next animal to see? It's your first time in a prehistoric park. And stay tuned, guys, because probably in about 5 minutes I'm going to do a giveaway. So it'll be a giveaway for a Steam key to play Crusader Kings. No, it'll be to play Prehistoric Kingdom. Yeah, so I'm just going to place some big rocks. So hopefully the acro won't escape from our little quick trap that we have this week for the guests. Let me... I know in my last YouTube video I said to use different rocks and space them out, but just for now, just so he doesn't escape, we're just going to quickly place these rocks. Pachyrhinosaurus, ooh yeah, he'd be cute as well, because I kind of want like the big scary like dinosaurs to be like further in the zoo. I don't know, that's just how I plan my parks. I'm like, no, to see the big boys you gotta walk, you gotta travel. You gotta pay for a go-kart. It's likely a generalist omnivore, so I don't see why I'd pass on something you could easily consume. Oh yeah, that's about... I forgot to ask that question. I was like, what? Let the T-Rex eat me. I know, right? I doubt a Dinocaris would attempt to eat a person. But you don't know how they've messed up the genetics. What if he's been starved? What if he's real hungry? What if you smell like a leaf? They escape for chin scritches. The Celos do. They do. Dinocaris would make it quick. Rex would eat you alive. But what if they're like regurgitating you and keep swallowing you? Have you ever seen the video with the seagull on the hot dog? And everyone watching is like, oh my god, he's gonna choke. He's gonna die. But he gets it down. Takes a few times, but he gets it down. Let the T-Rex eat me. I would just be chomped up because I feel like it would basically be like an instant death. We need more smaller sauropods. I know, we just need more dinosaurs in general. Des, can we have 5 new species in the next update, please? Please. Okay. So hopefully he won't be able to escape from this. Dinocaris is a Herbie. I know, but it's still, it's a would you rather. Like, you're gonna be eaten. You can choose your death. T-Rex or herbivore. The Dinocaris herbivore. And let's say you smell like, I don't know, like fish, bugs. Maybe they dress you up in like a giant bug costume. So let me just give him some food. I know this obviously isn't a real enclosure. This is just a little surprise that the guests can wander up to. It's a little hidden area. So he can have some rocks. He can have some food. So we gotta change their food. I'm gonna edit the group and then I can select the meats. Naughty dinosaurs are sent to the rock box. Yeah, oh, also we should do a holding cell for some of the guests. I would love if you could, I don't know, what would you call it? A certain like management mode where you could like pick up guests maybe and place them somewhere? Just in like an advanced like sandbox. Maybe that could be an option. Yeah, look at him. He's not scary. As we say from afar. Also, so he's thirsty. Oh, also, I think animal traps, I think they're saved for the big title update as well. That's something that I'm missing. Anyone who watches the Let's Builds on YouTube, oh yeah, I'm hoping to do another one soon. I think I was waiting to do it with the new species, but the title update, that's going to be at least another few weeks. So, I think I can get another one out with one of the already in-game animals first. So I think his water will be like a little bit muckier. So very like low levels of water, kind of have that weird jaggedy puddle. But it's fine for now, we won't complain. Thank you, Debs. Kid jumped into enclosure, so they're sent to the timeout box to shovel poop. Oh my god, they send it to, oh my god, you know, I was gonna say what's the biggest dinosaur, but the tacos, you know, they could definitely give you a run for their money with the size of their poop. What did you do? What's his name? Oh, guys, if you didn't know, you can change the names of the animals as well. Oh. How many do we have in here? 3. Where are you, Tuckles? I really want them to, I'll try to play some later. Maybe there's a new stream channel, guys. So I'll be doing like announcements in the new stream channel on Discord. But yeah, maybe I'll post some pictures later of the tacos with their little kind of teddy topiary. Tacos are the biggest dinosaurs by personality alone. I know! They're so cute. You know what would make them scary if they were really big? Because it's a giant bird then. Because it looks like a big, it looks like it has like a parrot's beak at the front. Oh my god, I love this pose that they do. Look at them, like it's like they know that they're cute. They're like, I know. You can take my picture. Okay. I'll come closer. They're so cute, you guys. I don't know where the others... Oh. There is one more. I actually didn't check the gender. The sass, I know. They are very, very sassy dinos. They are so cute. I wish I could have a little taco. No nicks on today's stream, guys. I said earlier, I set up a little... That's my cardigan I bought a few months ago. Oh, we got a weird spam. Any mods in the chat? Okay, so I blocked them. Don't click on it, guys. Don't click on it. Oh, thank you, Restream, for not letting me delete those chats. Okay, they've been blocked. They've been blocked. Do not go to the dating site, guys. It's not real. There's no one that likes dinosaurs there. You're not gonna find anybody. I'm gonna quickly clean up their little enclosure. And we need one more to name. Can you guys see the third taco? It's like Dora the Explorer. Can you see the third taco? Is this him? No, that's Mao. Oh, is he eating? Oh yeah, being a little piggy. We have named our little tacos. So I think someone suggested he's dancing on his food. I know, he's doing his little food dance. This is a really great piece, guys. It's from the workshop. I love it. I love that they guys climb on it. I wonder if we gave the aqua one, would he climb on it? And I just like this really cute little design. I wonder if we hide some like food in there. And would some of the other animals like attempt to eat at it? That would be cool. Look how big the food is. He's like in heaven. They live like gods in this enclosure. They're so cute. Let me just see how our Icro is doing. In his... Oh! He's taking a little bath. So also, guys, if you check on our Trello board, let me just post it one last time. You'll see, I think it's the next title update. So we have the new species coming, Dilo, Silo, and Slido. And then the next big update, which I know is a while away, but I think we are going to add our swimming locomotion. So for instance, at the moment, the dinosaurs, no matter their size, they only take like a little step into water, whether it's like a puddle to the big dinosaurs or it's like a lake to the tacos. They don't really recognize the water. All they know is they can't like walk or swim into it. I know they don't do much, but hopefully when swimming is introduced later on in early access, that's going to look really, really cool. Oh, I mean, he doesn't have anything else to do. Let's just give him a little bit of enrichment. Oh, and also just quickly add some enrichment to the Psittacosaurus habitat as well. But I think next week we will do the Pachyrhinosaurus. I think that would be cool. We can make a nice big kind of field area. I think I like making the enclosures kind of big when I can because we have all this space. At the moment there's 23 in-game animals. I think that's including the two the birds in the aviary mini exhibit. So it would be cool to just have big enclosures. So we'll make a kind of nice field. Maybe we'll have a cool little area where you can go like pet them. And maybe have like little signs to be like, oh, like patchy riding. How much do you think it would be? It would probably be like $500 or something. How much extra? Or do you think tickets would be all inclusive, like first come, first serve? So he can have a little blood pumpkin. Just gonna put it on the rocks. Blood pumpkin on the rocks, please. Ooh, my favorite dino is the Patchy or the Afro? The Patchy. Patchy petting zoo. Yay! Archaeopteryx bird shows, taco petting zoo. I know one of my favorite scenes in the new Jurassic World franchise, and the first one is when the petting zoo at the start. I remember I saw that, I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. That was literally like my dream for Prehistoric Kingdom. I want like a little petting zoo with all the baby dinosaurs, where maybe like they reach a certain age and it's like, oh, they're eligible to be placed in the petting zoo for a while until they get a bit bigger. That would be cool. Oh yeah, so enrichment for the tacos, and then we'll do our giveaway. I haven't picked a little keyword. I was like, should I keep it on theme with the game, or can I go like a little Game of Thrones with it? Will we steal something from Jurassic World for the giveaway word? Because we can. So I think the tacos are happy. They have been renamed. So before the next stream, guys, I'm going to finish off the maze. I'd like to see you guys make mazes, and we can download them in the workshop. Maybe I'm sure they're going to be a lot better than what I've done, so I might add on to the paths, and then I'll continue the hedges along, and then the cute archways. And then I think maybe we will keep this secret area. Maybe we'll place like a new dino in there. I mean, for now, because we don't have, the dinosaurs don't fight yet. That will come later. They'll kind of react to each other. And eventually there will be like dinosaur fighting, but that'll come like a lot later. I don't think the devs have fully planned out how they want that to look. So I'm just gonna quickly put a Patchy in here. Cannot create nursery too small. No, it's not. Oh, I think because we have two nurseries, it's getting confused. The game is a little confused, you guys. Update dinosaur fighting area. That's kind of neat. I like the idea. It's like, ooh, you can have like a dinosaur pit where they fight, a little coliseum. But it's so neat. So here's the Patchies. So we have our little kind of feathered furry one. I like, ooh. Let's do a girl. Maddie. Arena, sorry, phone to work. Oh, stupid phone. I don't care how much it is. If I get to feed a Pachyrhinosaur, I'll drop a kick. You're gonna beat up some kids. I know sometimes, I went to Disneyland in California for the first time, and I was like, when I saw the evil queen from Snow White, I was like, I was lined up and nearly pushing kids out of the way to see her. I got a photo with her as well. Maybe I'll try bringing it up for the next stream. But I remember I was literally like, oh, the only person who I'd like to see. This was only a couple of years ago, and I'm like basically 30 now. But I was like, oh my god, the only like character I want to see is the Evil Queen. And then we saw her go to like her weird well, and I was like, oh my god. But she's great. I don't know, you guys, you can look up the Evil Queen from the California resort. And she, like, I know they all stay in character, but she is good. She is good. She does not break. I remember I was wearing, so I made my boyfriend, we got matching Star Wars t-shirts of Han Solo and Princess Leia. And hers said, it's when she's like, I love you. And he says, I know. So it says that on the t-shirts. So I made us wear matching ones. And when I saw the Evil Queen, she was like, you need to, I'm not going to take a portrait. They call pictures portraits. She's like, I'm not going to take a portrait with you with another princess showing on your shirt. So you're going to have to cover it with your hair. Like, she was real sassy. She had demands before I could take a portrait with her. Grimhild is our name. Hey, sorry, queue is full. Dropkick's a kid. It would be cool to actually work in the park, because you'd probably get access to like so many of the animals. So there's a little acro. Okay, so for next week, guys, stay on track, Rosie. I'm gonna be finishing the maze during the week, so I'll show you. We'll reveal it later on in next week's stream. And then also I need to finish adding the shrubs along this enclosure, and then that's awesome. So we have an idea. Next week we're going to do the patchy enclosure, so the park is going to extend up here, and we'll have a nice big habitat for them to thrive in. So again, for anyone who missed it, let me just go to these are the animal info signs that we showed off yesterday in a little behind the scenes look at what the devs have been working on. So again, before the title update in a couple of months, we're going to have a small update. So that's going to have animal info signs. It's also going to have Steam and Epic achievements. And there might be a few extra things that the devs squeeze in, but I'm not too sure. But definitely the achievements and the animal info signs are confirmed. So hopefully in the next week or two, you guys can expect that kind of smaller update. And so we can also then add the animal info signs to our park that we have here. So let me, if I come back here, oh, my little video is playing. Oh yeah, so I will, when I finish the maze, I'll make another little like speed build video like this, just so you guys can get an idea of like how I did it, or if I did any intricate building. Looking good, it's coming along nicely. I know, I think this is just the entrance. I know we're messing around a little bit sometimes on the stream, but I think once it's complete, it's gonna be really cool when we have all the animals in our little prehistoric park. So I'm just gonna load up my MooBot. Let me see. We'll do the word can be patchy maybe. Okay, so let me just host a giveaway. The last word we used was PK scam. Me and Cindy were so proud of ourselves. Like, oh my god, yes, yes. Perfect, it's perfect. So, let me see. Typing in a keyword. Okay, so guys, to enter, I think the giveaway should be open now. So if you guys can say patchy, that's how you're going to enter the giveaway. So even if you already have the game, you can give it away to a friend, make them play Prehistoric Kingdom, make them be obsessed with the game. Make sure they have to develop some really good building skills, because when park management comes into the game, that might be overwhelming for people who don't play like city builders and lots of management games, because there's a lot you can do in building when it comes to PK. So I'll just let that run for a little while. We can also play a little video. So that's our most recent trailer. Good luck everyone in the contest. I'll let it go just for another little while. And then hopefully Cindy will be back next week, or one of the other devs can join me. Oh, and I have to make Ida come and draw stuff on stream. So next week's stream, guys, it'll be 4 p.m. like UK Ireland time, and it'll be on the Tuesday, the 4th of October. And we can also do another little House of the Dragon catch up. So make sure you guys catch up. So it's good. So it's not like Monday, next day we're talking about it. You have like that extra day. You have the Monday and some of the Tuesday to catch up. I hope someone wins. Me too. Me too. I will enter. I will win. I win every time. I'll be there. Thank you, Grover Monster. Okay, so I'm gonna draw the winner. So the winner is Harvest Birdie. I think it says waiting to be claimed. I don't think you have to claim it. Don't worry, you've won. You haven't lost it. And then, so the winner, Harvest Birdie, if you can stay, I'm going to, after the stream, I'm going to send you a message on Twitch with the Steam code. All right, congrats. So thanks everyone for joining me on this week's stream. Next week we will continue our park. Hopefully it'll be the start of October, the start of Halloween. Hopefully there's a few little things we can show off. And maybe we can do something like Halloweeny as well. Just have it a little bit themed, have a bit of a speaky game. So Harvest Birdie. Ah, yes, I'm signed in to Twitch. So I'm just gonna say hi to you real quick. Yes, I'm signed in to Twitch. Oh, I can hear myself. So I'm just gonna. Okay, so I'll just message you real quick, and then after the stream, I'm gonna send you the code. So everyone, thank you again for joining me this week. Let me just bring up OBS, play your little video again. Yeah, so thanks everyone for joining. We're gonna be doing the Patchy habitat next week. And hopefully we'll get to do another giveaway. So thanks guys, bye!